Welcome. I want to give you 5 good reasons to only use your credit card in case of emergency. You might be thinking, it's my card. Why can't I do what I want with it? Is there some real good reason for my reading this blog? Yes. Reason number 1, the debt vacuum. Ask any person or family who has gotten themselves deeply into debt how it happened, and they are likely to tell you that it occurred so quickly that they don't know exactly when it began. This answer is partially true and partially false. How can that be, you wonder? Debt can start off innocently. What do I mean by that? Let's look at a few common scenarios and see if you can tell when the debt vacuum begins. You're at the grocery store. You have $95 to spend on groceries for the week. You've kept track of your costs using a digital calculator. The total so far is $89.24. This leaves you $5.76. You feel good about coming in under budget at the grocery store. Suddenly, you feel the urge to splurge. You turn your cart down the temptation aisle. Suddenly, you pick up a package of something you want. In the checkout lane, you're surprised to learn that you have spent $108.89. You're at home watching TV. The computer store is having a sale on laptops. You think about your old model. It works, but you could do so much more with the new model they show you on the screen. You stop by the computer store after work on Wednesday. The salesperson is sweet and helpful. Before you know it, you're walking out of that store with your new laptop and a 5-year extended warranty. You're on your way to work. Traffic slows down. You have time to look around. Almost every car you see is newer than yours. Nice shiny paint jobs, sporty wheels. You imagine yourself driving to work in one of those. On your lunch break, you search local car dealers from your phone. Just for the heck of it, you drop by the dealership on Saturday morning. The lot has balloons and large colorful signs everywhere. You talk to a salesperson. Before you know it, you're sitting at a sales desk talking numbers. Then you're ushered into the finance person who smiles and says, "You're just in time." Reason number 2, the invisible expenditure. You shop. You get to the checkout. The terminal asks you how you're going to pay for your purchases, credit or debit. Sounds typical, right? Want to know what is atypical? Upon arriving back home, you sit down with your digital device or pencil and notebook to log in today's charge to your monthly credit card running balance. Do you wait until you get your credit card statement to let the current balance surprise you? Reason number 3, it's a habit. What's a habit? A habit occurs when we do something repeatedly. Some habits, like saving a certain percentage of take-home pay, are good habits. However, some habits are not so good. Using a credit card can be one of those not-so-good habits, especially if you fail to keep track of where your balances are regularly. Allowing yourself to be surprised at the end of your credit card billing cycle is not a good thing. People who previously had been paying their credit card balances in full each month, when they are due, have slipped into paying only a portion of the balance because they use their credit cards without connecting that behavior to a resulting consequence. Reason number 4, it's a dangerous cushion. You may not even realize that you're using your credit cards as a cushion. What do I mean by that? Have you ever caught yourself thinking or saying things like, "I know I can't afford it, but I can always put it on the credit card and pay for it later"? Or, I'll just put this purchase on the credit card and worry about it later. Let me say this kind of cushion is one filled with big rocks. It's not a comfortable place to be. A better cushion is an emergency fund. Money you save for a cushion so you don't have to use your credit card. Reason number 5. It's what you're teaching your kids. This topic is perhaps one of the most important warnings of all. Why do I say that? If you are willing to become aware of your money mistakes now, you can take 2 successful steps. The first is to correct your blunders with money. The second is that you can teach your children about how to handle money properly and be financially prosperous. When they see you doing what you teach them, you won't just be telling them, you'll be giving them an example to follow. Would you agree with me that this is a pretty big deal? In summary, take control of your money so you do not get sucked into debt. Make every expenditure visible. Keep track of daily and weekly purchases. Analyze current credit card habits and replace bad habits with good habits. Start saving today for purchases that are not emergency requirements. Ask yourself, do I want my children using credit cards the way I do? Thank you for listening. There's a resource for you on my blog page.